think that this composition here could be, could be kind of nice. I like the curved leading lines into those buildings and a little bit of the London Eye that you can see from there. So I'm going to try and shoot that. I forgot that I was shooting in manual mode, and I was rotating the exposure compensation wheel, trying to get the exposure down, and it wouldn't work, of course, because it was in manual mode. For those of you who don't know what I meant with that, let me know in the comments. Let me know whether you would like to know more about that subject. I normally shoot in aperture priority, but sometimes when I have time, I shoot in manual mode. Anyway, this video is not about shooting modes. This video is about finding your own style in photography. So yeah, we're going to try and go into this subject a little bit without making it too deep. Have to be careful with dog poo in here. There's a lot of them. So this video is about finding style, finding your own style, your own voice in photography. But what does that even mean? In someone's style, there are spontaneous elements, more instinctual elements, and then also more rational, well-pondered elements. You could say that style is like a big pot that contains everything from methodological choices as to where to shoot and what to shoot, and the more spontaneous, more instinctual gut reaction that we get when we find ourselves in front of a scene, and for some obscure reason we decide that that scene is worth capturing. In my first video I was saying that I feel I'm getting closer to finding a more unified sort of style. I find myself attracted more and more to glossy pictures with strong colors and strong natural contrast. But what I would like to say is that I try not to let that be the start of my process. I don't want to only take pictures like that. I try to let my eye guide what I shoot, and then when I review the pictures, I find myself that some of the ones that I like the most tend to be pictures, you know, with the criteria that I specified earlier, glossy and blah blah blah. In my case, the methodological choice of mainly shooting in central London is not really a choice, but rather a limitation which is imposed on me by the current state of things. And it's something that I didn't really choose. These days, my main occupation is being a full-time daddy. So I take my son Filip to and from school, and his school is a special school and it's quite far away. So that means that we travel into central London from Kent every day. And this is of course a limitation in the decision of what I shoot, but at the same time it's an opportunity to consistently try and get better and better at shooting things in the city, and also really try and focus on what I like among the huge amount of scenes that I see every time that I go out and shoot. When it comes to the more instinctual side of what you're visually drawn to, well, let that be just that. Let that be absolutely non-mediated by your mind. So shoot what you like to shoot in a way that pleases you, just you, in places where you love to be, or in some cases in places where you have to be. So it's the following day compared to yesterday. Yesterday I wasn't able to finish this video outdoor as I would have loved to, because it got late and in the end I had to go and pick up Filip from school, so I couldn't finish it. Here we are, we're going to try and finish it today with a few more thoughts about finding your own style in photography. And the next thought that comes is, don't try to find your style, because it is a lengthy
process, and the last thing that you want to do during this process is thinking about your style, is letting it be a mind-based activity. As I was saying yesterday, shoot what you like, but don't label yourself, don't define yourself. If you try to hurry that process, what happens is that you end up acquiring bits and pieces of taste and style of other photographers and calling that you. Now, there's nothing wrong with experimenting with what other photographers do, and there's nothing wrong with trying technique. That's how we actually get our vocabulary, our artistic language. That happens in music as well, but obviously you would practice over solos and pieces played by other musicians as well, because that in the end gets you to learn your technique. It gets you to learn your language. The same happens in photography, but don't go all the way to to identify yourself with what you are experimenting, to identify your style as that. It's just something that you're doing now, but try and let the decision of when you click that shutter be solely determined by what your heart is telling you, or what your eye is telling you. I actually have an exercise for you. Look at all your pictures, all the pictures that you've taken in the years, and try and find 5 pictures that you really, really like. Now, don't try to grasp or understand the reasons why you like them. Not yet, at least. Not at this point. You will in the future. You will later, when you are in a stage in which you will have to explain why you like them. But for now, just sit with your physiological response and really try and grasp internally if any of them move you, if any of them make you laugh or smile or wonder. Really notice how much you like them, and if there's an internal sense of joy connected to liking them. Like all the best things in life, there is no need to find your style, because your style will find you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please, as always, put a like underneath and subscribe to my channel. Have a fantastic day, and see you in the next video.